Alright, everybody, it's another episode. I'm doing a different video now. This is for bathinginherbs.com. How's everybody doing? Okay, this is a bath. I've got two more of these. They're all for one person. I've got on here to talk about this to a degree. Not really. Um, how, and this is probably something I'm going to talk about over at On the Run too. Yeah. This video is going to go up at both places. That's what's going to happen. As I've mentioned, there are both websites in it. bathinginherbs.com and donontherun.com. I want to unpack the idea that there are those of us in the spiritual community who have a responsibility of service. A responsibility of service. Let me say that a third time. A responsibility of service. Something has really crept across the ground and gotten into all of us. I find myself sometimes grappling with this issue. And then sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? Like, we cannot be responsible for all. Simply because we have a spiritual path and we have taken rights, the actual rights, to help people. But what blows my mind is that I can pretty frequently run into people who are not being helped by anyone with their issues because they don't have the money to pay. I find that so foul. And I'm a person that believes, pay me my money, run me my money. I want my money. I'm going to work for my money. But I also believe in charity of spirit. Charity begins at home, but it also does spread abroad. That's something I like to say all the time. And it bothers me on such a deep level, deep cellular level, when, like right now, there's this movement, or I don't know that I want to call this a movement. Yeah, I want to call it a movement because I think it's pretty widespread, that we just all about their money. I mean, it's spreading through everything. Like, I think it's been understood that women are going to say stuff like, what can a man... I know this all looks like it's getting ready to switch, but I promise you I'm bringing it back to a point. A woman's looking at a man like, what can you do for me? You're not doing this. Then what am I with you for? Men are looking at women the exact same way. Oh, yes, they are. I saw a post about this the other day, and I don't remember where. Quite frankly, I can't remember. But I know I read it, and I was like, I just dismissed it. Like, what? Like, if all we ever need human companionship and relationships for is money, we so missing the point. Like, we can look at the wonders of the world, and people are like, but how you gonna get there? Money. Well, it may not be about money. It may be about who you know. You might know somebody because of a relationship that you've had to build. Hello. Who might know somebody that can put you on a plane and you're going to experience these things. People go, but there's still money involved. But you didn't have to pay it in that instance. What you worry about that for? As my current professor would say, that is not your business. Right? I don't understand. Like, you want to pay your bills. I get that. And you don't want to be taken advantage of. I get that. But when did this spread into the spiritual community as far as a priesthood? And I believe, as a priest, that you should get paid for your services, definitely. But when you see somebody really down, like they on the ground dragging, or like they're really not improving, and you know little simple things may help. And I'm not saying that people don't do that, but I'm gonna say this, and then you can, y'all can kind of go where you want with this. I know that prayer works. I know that prayer works. When people call me and they put in prayer requests, I'm like, bet, I got you. I mean, people can call me and put in requests like that, but when they do, okay. I either sometimes get a call back or they say, thank you so much because every single time you pray for me or whatever, this improves or whatever. It's fine. When we start to get into extensive work, that becomes a different thing. And then sometimes, even still, there are instances where you still got to do stuff if a person don't have. You're not supposed to turn your back on these people. And I'm seeing this too much with a lot of people. It's just, and I mean, I want to actually, I want to qualify that statement with, I know that I don't know everything that's going on within those relationships. I'm very clear on that. It's just that it becomes too apparent nobody is taking the time to care on that level. And I think that we need to care on every level. Everything these days, and I'm not even talking, I want to go back to the relationship piece, because I said people really think they just get involved in relationships for money. There's more to it. Something spurs you to spend that money. Something makes you want to share what you have with someone. Something makes you feel good about spending time with somebody and opening up your heart and sharing your innermost feelings. And the move that I just keep hearing is like, but when there's no money involved, it's a no. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm on record with enough people saying money. Okay, money is a game changer. It really is. It changes things. You're going to know in a relationship where you stand with anyone. It doesn't matter if they friend, if they boyfriend, brother, sister, whatever. Okay? You're going to know more about where you stand with them when you are in need and their response to you when that happens. You're going to know more. I mean, it's just that simple. And you have to make your decision. A lot of people will clip strings and keep moving. But when we're in a position and we are doing better and our lives are picking up, I really like this. I'm really getting confused by this lack of charitable work by people who they're supposed to be helping others. And I mean, it's across the board, honey. Just do we want to help people anymore? I don't know. My heart opens up a lot though for people. Big heart. But I think all of us got big hearts. Big. I think all of us have them. And I think sometimes they've been hurt a lot, and so a lot of people are just like, I'm not getting hurt no more. I'm not going to just be giving of myself. And I think we have to be discerning as to when we're going to do that. But I think about these different charitable organizations where people can go drop off stuff and replace their whole wardrobe, drop off their whole wardrobe, drop off a whole room of furniture, everything, because these organizations are willing to give them away to other people for whatever reason. Vouchers. Not all organizations, I know people won't go, but they're out there charging for it too. But not all organizations charge for things. Okay? Um, that giving spirit has to be there. And I'm just wondering about humanity not recognizing and realizing that moving from the position of dealing with a human being, it's not just about dollars and cents. It's just not. We be appreciative for every single thing we have so that we can take good care of it and probably attract more of it. But there are times that that's just not the case. It's just impossible. It's not possible. It's not okay. You know, it's just, oh. So, if you are a person that goes to a temple, goes to a church, goes to a mosque, I think a lot of the times people have their own way of understanding their duty towards their fellow man. But I also think that a lot of the time, I don't know what's going on because there's a whole move out here right now that's just not interested in doing that at all. And it blows my mind. Blows my mind. Really does. Because I've been in a position where I have needed the help. Oh, yes, I have, honey. My life has completely changed, but I've been in a position where I have needed that help and got it because there are people out there who wanted to give it. But I think that there should be more. I think that this is part of our fabric in society that makes it important for us to give to each other so that we can open to each other to receive. And it's not always bad stuff we're receiving. I know so many people, who are panicked about basic everyday things. And when I say that, I'm not saying that they don't have. I'm not saying that. But, like, let's say I talk to them and I tell them, it could be late. Where you at? Oh, I'm headed home. Oh, my God. And I know they're showing concern. But something's just really changed. I remember, the changes in, what was it, the 70s, 80s, socially, and how we had to start changing how we did things in our houses and stuff like that. We've just gotten so far away from each other. And I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Now, I wonder if it has anything to do with what that Facebook former Facebook executive said about how they were putting in algorithms in that process to rip apart or to break the fabric of society, so to speak. I wonder if it has anything to do with that because there's so many of us that are moving forward in social media and seeing so much through social media. I really wonder. We got to share a lot more, people. Share. And that's hard. That's a hard thing, but we have to work on it. We really do. And I feel that as priests, we have a different call to be generous and charitable to people who are obviously in need of help, and they don't always need your money, and you know it. You know that the money is not the most powerful thing you can give them. Okay. I just came here to talk about that because I think it's a big issue. You've gotten into this world where it's cash and carry everything, and you can't do that. Sometimes it's just straight carry, but you just can't do that. And when I say that, people will hijack from other people what they're not willing to give anything in exchange for what they've taken from them. Not willing to give a thing, but they'll take it from you. I mean, ugh. And you meet them, you have dealings with these people, run-ins with them sometimes. You might be in organizations together. Pardon me. You might be in organizations together. You might work together. You know what I mean? You might see each other every single day on your commute. Case in point, I I have known of I remember one time I think I offended this older woman who I don't know. I don't actually know her. But I do enough to say hello because I see her pretty frequently whenever I used to commute a certain way in the morning years ago. But I forgot. Life takes you on a journey, honey, and you just forget people, literally. And I think we probably exchanged names years ago, but I just, so much has been happening, right? And so we come back to a place where I'm commuting with her again, or our paths are crossing again in the morning. And she would say hello to me, and I was like, "Why is woman talking to me?" I don't think she's got me confused with someone else. I don't know her, right? And it's taking me a minute. Like, do I know her? I'm like going through the recesses of the brain, and then one day it dings. Oh yeah, I used to get. Oh okay. And then I noticed she had like a real attitude with me, and would not speak to me. And I was just like, "What did I do?" I said, "Oh, well, I guess you don't forgot who the woman is, and I can be verbose, have a whole conversation with you about everything. Leave, never see you again." It was really heartfelt, but that doesn't mean that I'm stuck there in that moment. And I'm not saying anybody else is. It's just that I'm off and on to the next thing mentally, seriously. But, pardon me, from my heart, I don't want to see people hurt at all. And she got to know that about me one time just through some general act of kindness that it wasn't even a general act. It's just something I would have done for anybody. I did it for her, and she was like, "Oh, hey, I think she's okay." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm okay." You know, human decency, people. Let's be nice to each other. Let's care. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. That's who I genuinely am. And unless I interact with